Are you concerned about the effects of climate change? With rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and the looming threat of drought and wildfires plaguing our country, many people find themselves searching for a safe haven in the climate crisis. So today, we're actually going to dive deep into two states that are not just bracing for the impacts of climate change, but actually positioning themselves as climate havens, Maine and New Hampshire. And so let's talk about why these two states have positioned themselves to become a climate haven in the midst of a crisis. But before we jump in, just let me quickly introduce myself. If you're new to the channel, my name's Cam Avery. I'm actually a local resident and real estate agent here in Maine and New Hampshire. If you're seriously considering moving here, definitely hit that subscribe button. And I want to make a little bit of a caveat on this video. This is not meant to be a political video at all, okay? This is meant to talk about the reality that our climate is changing, okay? I'm not going to make any claims as to why or what we should do to fix it or anything like that, but things are changing. We talk to people from all over the country, and specifically down south where it's getting hotter. You know, there definitely is a desire for people to find places in the country that are going to be well protected if we do see things continue to change in the direction that they're headed. And so let's go ahead, let's jump into the video today. Please, let's stay civil in the comment section. Let's not kill anybody, okay? That is not the purpose of this video. So the first reason is going to be the geographical advantage. So nestled in the northeastern part of the United States, Maine and New Hampshire enjoy a natural buffer from a lot of the effects of extreme heat and drought, and also the rocky coastline of Maine actually provides better protection against rising sea levels than other places in the country, making Maine and New Hampshire geographically more advantageous to live in than other parts of the country. Second is the abundance of natural resources. So both Maine and New Hampshire boast an abundance of freshwater, forests, and farmland. And in a future where these resources may become scarce, Maine and New Hampshire are investing millions of dollars to making sure that the future remains bright and these resources remain in well supply. Hey, I wanted to let you know if you are seriously considering moving here, we created a completely free relocation guide. You can download it just by clicking the link right in the description below. And third, I think when you weigh the pros and cons, Maine and New Hampshire come out on top in comparison to a lot of other states in the country. What I mean by that is, you know, if the climate is going to continue to change, we are going to see continually rising temperatures. One of the biggest cons that's going to happen up here is that our winters will get more mild, which is only a con if you love winter and if you love shoveling snow and if you love cold weather. So in some ways, it actually becomes a pro. Of course, we have some rising sea levels along the coast, but when you look at the rocky coastline of Maine and the buffer zone that's protected, in comparison to other places, it's actually one of the more safer coastlines to be on. And so I think overall, when you look at the pros and cons, Maine and New Hampshire come out on top. Again, I know you're probably saying, hey, you're a realtor, you're just saying that, so I'll move here, but please go watch all the other videos on our channel. About 95% of them are why you shouldn't move here and why you shouldn't live here, because we want to just be super honest and upfront. But in this video today, I really wanted to talk about this topic because it's a conversation that keeps coming up with the clients that we're talking to from all over the country. So I really hope this helps you today. Solving climate change would be like me trying to figure out where each exact one of these roots goes to in each tree. Probably not going to happen in the 5 minutes that we have to talk today. And honestly, it's not the purpose of this video. We're here to talk about Maine and New Hampshire and living in these great states. So let's talk about each one of them to figure out exactly which one would be a good fit for you. So first up, let's talk about Maine the way life should be. Picture this, you've got this beautiful coastline, incredible mountains, just this massive state with so much to do, so much to explore. You can go to Acadia, you can go to Rangeley, you can go to the beaches in York and Kennebunkport. Maine truly embodies a slower pace of life, and really the caption on the license plate, the way life should be, sums up living in the state of Maine. It's truly beautiful. Now, maybe you're balancing between the two, Maine and New Hampshire, you're not sure which one. And you're also watching this secretly hoping that I fall and make one of those viral videos. Well, hopefully that's not going to happen. Let's talk about New Hampshire, home to the White Mountains. You've got Portsmouth, Dover, you've got Manchester, nice access to Boston if you're commuting down to Massachusetts for work. And New Hampshire really is a great state. It's the Granite State. It's no income tax, and so there's definitely some benefits towards New Hampshire. Make sure to watch some of our other videos about living in Maine versus New Hampshire before you make your full decision, or just feel free to reach out to us. Now I'm going to try to get off this log without dying, and maybe that can help you with your balancing decisions, figuring out where you want to move to. As with anything in life, nothing is perfect, and Maine and New Hampshire definitely are not. Let's talk about some of the cons. The first one being the winter. And so snow, freezing temperatures, dark nights, short days, if these are not appealing to you, then Maine and New Hampshire may not be a good fit. But as we alluded to earlier, the winters are getting milder. And so this may be a trade-off that you're willing to make when it comes to moving here. And finally, while Maine and New Hampshire both have bustling cities, many parts of the state can be quite remote with limited access to amenities. And so if this is a big concern for you, it's definitely going to be something that you want to research before moving here and make sure that the place you're living has the population density and amenities that are going to be required for your life. If you're seriously considering moving here, make sure to reach out. Would love to connect with you, and make sure to watch this video here, going over 10 things that they don't tell you about living in Maine. I don't know about you, but there's really nowhere else that I'd rather be as the world slowly falls apart all around us.